The impediment to doing an ultrasound right now in any emergency department is really access to the machine itself.
That's been the barrier that we've always had, is do we have access to the technology when we need it to be able to make a difference?
But having the machine in your pocket and having it be any one of the 3 transducers, there's really no more excuses. You can use one single transducer to look at structures that are in the near field and then structures that are deeper in the body.
If I was going to do the RUSH protocol, where it involves multiple different body areas, multiple different applications, I can do that much quicker with a butterfly device versus a standard cart-based system.
I no longer need to change transducers. That blows up the entire ultrasound playing field. That's a big deal.
Yeah, you can do it all with one probe. It's amazing. Not have to switch. I could really picture you just carrying this with you instead of a stethoscope.
There's kidney.
Kidney.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Looks in that.
Oh, that's good.
It's really sharp, isn't it?
Yeah.
Image quality is great. I get to see what I want to see. I get the answers that I need to get answered. Found my vein.
And the resolution is really very nice for a handheld device.
You know, it's smaller, but on as good a quality as the big machines.
I think it's beautiful.
Yeah, it sure is.
So I did the parasternal long and then the subxiphoid, and I've never found it on parasternal long so fast. Right when it went into the right place, it was super clear. So I was kind of shocked.
From a point of care standpoint, this certainly answers most of the questions which I'm looking for. So I'm able to, this is a function of the heart, I'm able to look at the right heart.
The interface you have with the patient now has kind of changed, where it's not a big scary procedure. It's like it's kind of like, here, this is what, let's see your body, let's look inside.
This actually is great, I think. So I can just sneak this in and get a quick exam and then get out of the way of other people who are doing stuff.
And the fact that you can control the gain with your thumb, so you can, you know, while you're in there, you're not trying to hustle with knobs.
If I had it in my pocket, I would not have to search for it, and then I would be able to use it while I was at the bedside of the patient on my initial examination of the patient.
Getting IVs, you know, the nurses, I mean, just so much easier to see when you're trying to place an IV. So many applications.
It's beyond just the traditional things we think of ultrasound being used, but in other areas as well that we really have never even explored before because we haven't had the technology that allows us to do it.
I would just carry it in my pocket and use it a lot more than I currently use my machine.
It will absolutely revolutionize how we think about ultrasound.
I scanned with it, especially going from phase to linear to curve. I almost had to sit down. They explained to me the way that this matrix, this chip is, you can steer the beam any way you need to. And it started to, like, all of a sudden make a ton of sense to me. And of course we should be able to do this. And of course in the future there's only gonna be one transducer. That just needed to happen, and it finally happened. I just had to kind of take a moment and process that. That was very exciting.
Our world, it's alive with vibrant color. There are millions of tints, shades, and tones that surround us. And if you want to match a paint, fabric, dye, or anything else, you have to deal with a ton of different industry-specific color systems like Lab, CMYK, RGB, and more. Sure, there are swatch books, but they are bulky, expensive, and only work with one manufacturer. And while smartphone camera apps are cheap, they are horribly inaccurate. Interpreting color by eye is subjective, which could lead to costly errors for you and your business. Well, now there's Nix. The Nix Color Sensor makes color matching an exact science. The Nix app allows for seamless color conversion between any color standard. Nix is a patented color measurement tool that you place on or against an object to scan its color. The device blocks out all ambient light and provides its own calibrated light source. The color is then converted into any color system and medium in the world, such as paints, prints, cosmetics, textiles, plastics, food, and other manufactured goods. Nix brings the world of color into the palm of your hand. Get your own Nix Color Sensor today at www.nixsensor.com.
Introducing the SimTech Smart Sensor, reinventing security for the things that you care about. It's a small light and motion detector that alerts you when someone gets into your things. Every day, millions of guns and other valuables are supposedly secure in things like closets, jewelry boxes, gun safes, and storage units. But who's watching your stuff when you're not around, and how do you truly know it's safe? Every year, up to 600,000 guns are stolen, and many are used in suicide, accidents, and crimes, despite the growing popularity of gun safes. Here are the problems. Current alarms are designed for houses and not safes. Gun owners don't want smart technology that could restrict the use of their firearms. I decided to change that, and that's why I developed SimTech, a simple and effective way to monitor any enclosed space, like your gun safe. The moment your safe is opened, SimTech sends you a text alert over a cellular connection, which is more reliable than Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. It's an extra layer of security for the things that you care about. It's sleek and portable, and it uses infrared motion and light, so there are no false positives, a common problem for other sensors. The battery can last a full year on a single charge, and because it uses a cellular connection, you can take it anywhere in the world without additional setup. I created SimTech to help people understand what's going on with their guns and their valuables. Someone close to me almost took their life with a gun, and as an alumni of Virginia Tech, I understand all too well what can happen when guns get into the wrong hands. My gun-owning friends tell me that there's no easy way to reliably monitor their safes, but nobody wants a product that could potentially restrict the use of their guns. And that's why I developed SimTech, a smart sensor that can be used anywhere and anything to help keep you and your things safe. Gun owners around the country have been testing SimTech, and we've received great feedback. Engineering and design are complete, and we're ready for mass production. So back us today and know when your belongings are accessed, wherever they're stored.
In virtue of the infatuation and fascination with the ocean, in order to shuttle through the ocean freely, explore the magical ocean unrestrainedly, and capture the epic underwater moments, FIFISH has made breakthroughs over technical barriers to launch a new product, FIFISH P3. FIFISH P3 has an extraordinary performance on stability and reliability, with 3 thrusters power system, 100 meters working depth, 6 directions of movements, 2 hours operating time. FIFISH is specifically designed for complicated, tricky underwater environments. With unremitting efforts to pursue HD footage, FIFISH has gained breakthrough progress on camera system, equipped with Ambarella chipset, 1-inch Sony CMOS sensor, and 162 FOV ultra-wide-angle lens. FIFISH P3 could capture 4K HD footage and 20 megapixel photos in underwater environment. For those who are water frightening, you could also explore under the waves without jumping into the water. In addition, 4,000 lumens LED lights with 8 levels adjustable brightness ensure you can capture more detail with high performance in dark environments. Equipped with FIFISH app, FIFISH P3 could watch the epic moments in 1080p real-time streaming. It can beautify videos or pictures as you wish by clicking with one button. FIFISH apps allow you share stunning underwater moments to all social media platforms like Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, WeChat instantly. Join us and let's rediscover the sea.